I believe that there are enough leaders in the food sector who are knowledgeable and passionate, who can completely transform food for our children and for their parents. I'm extremely positive. I don't talk about being optimistic or pessimistic, because I think that what matters is what you do in a situation, in this situation. So I'm neither positive, I'm neither negative, or I'm neither optimistic or pessimistic. I am positive about what good people who are leaders can do when they come together. I'll give you one stat to bring it to life. There are 2,000 odd secondary schools in the UK. Through the 3 breakfast, lunches, dinners that you've had, perhaps you've seen 40 to 60 people go through that process. That means that if every single one of those people mentored and helped 30 secondary schools, only the people that you've had come through this process could together completely transform the lives and the food legacy of people in this country. Because we know that kids also inform their parents. The word education is overused. I think that we know every January the 1st I go along to the gym, and this person who's a 24-year-old personal trainer tells me, did you know that if you exercised more and ate less, you could lose weight? And every January the 1st I go, you are joking. And we go along with the pantomime. If only I'd known that before, exercise more and eat less, I wouldn't be this, I wouldn't be slightly overweight. Now you've told me it's all gonna be all right. So education in terms of knowledge imparting, I actually am quite pessimistic about. I think has its limitations. So imparting knowledge is only really part of the battle. We know that change happens because of role modeling, context, and living in a world which inspires us. It doesn't necessarily come from saying, did you know this about nutrition, or did you know this in theory about food? So I think that cultures change behaviour, not just education. So we need to be careful with the word education, and what we must do is to improve the reality so that there's all sorts of positive changes that take place in behaviour. And it's not just about it. I've got a friend called Steve Colton in America. He has a phrase which has stuck with me and which I've found is powerful. He says, you catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. You catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. And I think that in every area that I've seen in public life in the last 6 months, and also in business, positivity and showing things that are fantastic is what motivates people. If you sit down with someone in a review in your organisation and you say to them, okay, we're going to spend some time talking about your weaknesses, you watch their shoulders drop. I could say to my laptop, it's your review, let's start with the fact that whenever I drop you in the water you sink. Let's talk about that, because in your last review I talked to you about being more buoyant, and you're still sinking when I drop you in the swimming pool. And I say to my float, you're not very good at Excel, are you? I asked you to be better at Excel. You're not very good at Excel or showing videos. Literally, we cannot get anywhere if we are focusing on the lack of brilliance. We have to, in my view, focus on the things that are fantastic. I know so many people are inspired by what we do at Lyon. Let's be kind and say inspired by. As soon as we do something, we see it in the high street shops, we see it in supermarkets. I know that inspiration and showing positivity is what delivers excellence.